Let's now talk about trading, and there's something that's called online trading. City, I'm sure you've heard online trading.
I have. I didn't say I understand it, but I've heard of it.
You've heard of it, eh?
Yes.
In what circumstance have you heard of it? In what context?
I've heard people talking about it. Yes.
Because online trading is not online banking, eh?
No. Online banking I understand because I have a bank account.
That one you get.
Yes. Online trading I have heard. And I've heard people talk about it, but I can't say I actually understand it.
No. Not many people actually get to understand what online trading is all about.
Yes.
And nowadays we are seeing so many of those billboards, online trading, so you're doing what? And you go online on social media, you're saying somebody advertising, so you online trading. Is online trading the same as this FX trading that we see?
I really don't know because, you see, I keep asking myself, when you talk about online trading, my mind goes to something that I understand with reference to trading. Okay, meaning I want to buy this and someone wants to sell this.
Yes.
Okay, I want to sell my furniture and somebody wants to buy. Okay, in my mind.
That's what you see.
Basics. Or I have something to sell and I need to sell it sold in another country. And then I go online maybe to advertise it. That's as far as my understanding of this thing goes.
Or I'm importing and somebody's exporting, or I'm exporting and somebody's, importing. Then I purchase. Abby?
Yeah.
But I get the impression it's a little more complex than I understand.
I think so. And that's why we have the CEO of Windsor Brokers Kenya, Martin Mwaura, with us today so we can learn this thing. Martin, good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome to the hot seat of the Situation Room.
Thanks for having me.
Karibu sana.
Happy to be here.
Tena zaidi.
Thank you.
So uko na pesa ama online trading is about unauza mboga na matunda through an online portal?
Moving from known to unknown.
Yes.
I believe every one of you have at some point you have tried to buy dollars, right? From the bank exchange, right? Because you want to, let's say, travel, you want to buy a car, you want to import or something, right? Now, with the recent volatility of the dollar, there are people who are buying dollars to hold, waiting for it to get to 200, or they used to say, right? 250. Yes. It didn't happen. However, what we do, we provide a platform for people who want to buy for speculative purposes, right? For those who are waiting for it to gain value, like they can make a margin out of it. So that's what we do. We provide such a platform.
Do you provide a platform or do you provide the dollars?
We provide a platform, a trading platform. Now, with the platform, we offer different products. You can trade different products, right? Look at it like a market for tradable international products, right? So, to start with, you can trade currencies, right? Okay. If you want to go to the bank and buy for speculative purposes, waiting for it to gain value, you can do that on our platform without getting delivery of the product, without getting hold of the dollars, right? If you want to trade stocks, international stocks, we provide a platform for the same. So we are only known, most people know us for online forex trading, but it's just actually one of the products.
I see.
Yes.
You shall explain. You have a lot of explaining.
You have to explain because even as he has spoken, it's not as though my understanding has increased. But at least I know there's money here being traded.
Yeah, and there's a platform.
And there's a platform where you can trade money. That one I've gotten.
I want to know whether the platform is keeping the money. But Siti, welcome him with the day's proverb.
Well, I shall. Our proverbs for this week are from the Republic of Burundi. Do not look up a tree that you know you are not supposed to climb.
Do not look up a tree that you know you're not supposed to climb. Martin, what's your interpretation?
If you look at it, you'll get the thoughts, right? So do not get to a place that you feel that if any aspect of you getting into it, it will something bad will happen. So, for instance, I look at it if you know you're a recovering alcoholic, do not go near a bar, right? That's why.
Temptation. Avoid areas of temptation.
Exactly.
You put it very well. That I'm not going to add to. So that I know alcoholic na bar. Tosha.
Imeonekana.
Sasa kwisha.
Clear. So let's get back.
Yes.
So you provide a platform as Windsor Brokers, right?
Yes.
And this is about online trading. So
yes.
online trading is we'll use the example of Windsor broker so we
Yes.
can understand.
Yes.
I want to buy the dollars, okay, for whatever reason. Maybe I want to buy dollars because I want to purchase something and I need Forex to buy it.
Okay.
Or I want to buy dollars so that I keep the dollar, all right? I want to convert my currency into dollar.
Yes.
I'm dollarizing myself. So I come to the Windsor Brokers portal.
Yes.
And then what?
Now, let me take you back quite a bit.
Let's
right?
go back.
As I said before, people buy dollars for two different reasons, right? One as a means of exchange because you want to buy something, or for speculative purposes, right? Speculative purposes because you want to make a margin. You want to buy at 120, hold it at 160, or buy at 160, hold it to 200, right? Now, for us, we come to solve that problem. People who are buying for speculative purposes, right?
Okay.
So that's where we divert ways, right? Now, you want to buy for speculative purposes. So what you do, you come to the Windsor Brokers portal, you open an account with us. What do we give? We give a platform, a trading platform, right? Where you can be able to view how the markets are moving. Different markets, the dollar is trading at these, the euro is trading at these, and then from there you can be able to buy and sell your currencies. So it's basically the same way that you trade shares, right? I know CT have traded shares for for many years, probably.
All right, since you're on air, I will agree with you.
From listening to you for many years, for many days, right? Now, if you have traded shares, you find that initially people used to. I tend to think you used to go to a brokerage, you get a share certificate and all that, right?
Yes.
It changed, right? Nowadays, they give you a platform where you can be able to buy and sell. It's exactly the same thing.
This buying and selling, I understand.
Yes.
Now, with currency, I'd like you to just explain it just a little bit more.
Yes.
I register and I'm part of this platform.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, when I'm trading,
Yes.
it means I either want to sell or I want to buy.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So, how does the buying and selling take place? And at what point am I supposed to pay money? At what point am I can I expect to receive money from selling? What details do I need to give the platform so that this transaction is made possible for me?
So normally what you'll do, the moment you open an account with us, let's assume at that point you are already proficient in your trading, right? Because it's a skill that you gain. It's a skill. So you're already proficient. So you'll open an account, deposit whatever amount let's say you want to trade $1,000, right? At that point, you deposit the funds with us on our trading account. And then from there, now you can be able to, you will expect, let's say, the dollar to rise. So that's why you go and buy $5, right? Against the euro, hoping that it will gain value, or against the other currency. Yes.
Okay. Is it a gamble? Okay, let me.
Yes.
What's the difference
Yes.
between this, where you're not sure what the numbers are going to look like, and then a gamble when also you're not sure when the numbers are going to look like?
How I look at it, the moment you're trading, I'll go back to what actually makes movement of currencies, right? Because, number one, that's what we are majorly known for currencies. Number one, there is, we look at two aspects, right? Let's give an example of trading of maize, right? Right now, if you look at how the price of maize moves, let's say it oscillates between 2,000, okay, for argument's sake, 2,500 a bag to 4,500 a bag, right? Depending with the time.
Yeah.
Let's say right now it's the harvesting time, 2,500. Around June, when things are dry, granaries are dry, 4,500. So there is that oscillate. So for a fact, if I buy maize right now at 2,000, I will sell at 4,000 and now on our end, it's what we call technical analysis, kind of. You know that, right? Then there is other aspects of, at some point, let's say in Kitale, they used maybe, and the seeds that they use were low quality.
Yep.
So the output is low. So those are you don't know exactly. It's kind of, we call it fundamental analysis. Things that come in every now and then.
Things that will impact.
Maybe the rain,
harvest,
they'll
that means
impact.
they'll impact.
You're not sure, so you have to do your research,
Okay.
right? It's the same thing with currencies. At some point, the dollar against the euro, it oscillates between these prices.
Okay.
However, there are other factors that will impact. Let's say elections. Let's say Middle East wars. Brexit or things like that. Yes. So and that's the difference. With gambling, you cannot be able to tell. You throw a dice and that's it. That's the end of story. However, when it comes to trading, there are all these factors that you need to understand. That's why the issue of training comes in, understanding economics, understanding geopolitical issues and all that.
So
Yes.
I said, so this is what, you've just taken me back to school. I have to understand all these things in order to trade on that platform.
Unfortunately, yes.
Eesh.
And
Do not climb a tree.
And the reason is, CT, I'll take you back to the issue of maize, right? If you don't understand, number one, the pricing of maize, right? You don't understand the seasons, right? And the high impact areas where if the output is high, it will affect the pricing. You cannot trade maize, right? So at least you need to understand. And initially, back in the days, that's why you used to learn by apprentice. You work with your aunt who sells maize. You understand the business before you get into it. It's the same thing. Yes, you have to understand. So the same thing.
Have some basics.
Have some basics, right? And basically, when I'm having a conversation with my clients, I will say, for me, I just want to put money, look for somebody to trade for me or something like that. Then at least understand so that even the moment you're having a conversation, let's say with your fund manager, you can have an intelligent conversation on the same, right? You at least to understand. If somebody tells you, funds, we sent your funds to Japan, they're not coming back because the bank failed. At least you can be able to to look in between their eyes and understand.
So people get into the stock exchange, they buy shares. I mean, it's a euphoria. You go, you buy shares, and then a company goes under.
Yes.
Say it's a large chain of supermarkets goes under. Like pesa yangu iko wapi?
Where?
And nichukue unga kwa hiyo supermarket.
What is of interest?
Equivalent of my shares.
Even as you're saying this, you see there's the education part.
Yes.
And the need for the people who want to participate on this platform. There's a need for them to understand. Why I say this is because every time one puts their money into something, fixed deposit we understand, straightforward we understand.
Yes.
But this one, the question that comes to my mind, are you going to double my money?
Now, we'll go back to what we do as Windsor brokers, right? We are a forex brokerage company regulated by the Capital Markets Authority. So we are licensed in Kenya by the Capital Markets Authority under the online forex trading regulations, right? Under those regulations, there are different licenses, two major licenses. There's a brokerage license and there's a fund manager's license. We have a brokerage license. A brokerage license is where we are licensed to give a platform to investors to trade on the platform, right? Same thing, we look at shares, right? If you want to trade Safaricom shares, you go to a brokerage, you put your money, you trade. Let's say nowadays you deposit, they give you a platform, you trade, right? They don't trade for you.
It's you who's doing your trade.
It's the same thing, right? Now, this is a challenge that arises, and then there's another license of fund managers. So if you are, they call them money managers. A money manager, if you're a money manager, your clients will go to the brokerage. Now will come to us, open accounts with us, deposit money with us, and then they give you the rights. The rights to trade for them.
Okay.
Right? The same way you can give the rights to your fund manager to trade your shares.
Okay.
Right? Now, this is a challenge that arises in those stories of fraud that come in. It's where people out there, they'll go to unsuspecting Kenyans and tell them, bring your money, I'll be doubling every 2 weeks.
I'm giving you 20% return.
every 2 weeks, every month, right? Now that's no, they collect money, right? And tell you they're going to trade for you, right? And generally, it's we can call it's actually an illegality. It's not supposed to happen that way. And actually, CMA as a regulator envisioned the same. What they did, in their regulation, they said if you want to trade for clients, they go to the broker, they open accounts, put the money with the broker. So the money sits with one person. You're given the right to trade, right? So even when the money doubles, they will not come to you. If you double this person's money, they'll not come to you. They'll go to the broker and withdraw the money from there.
So those must be two separate entities.
So two separate entities. Right?
So you cannot be my broker and my fund manager at the same time.
No,
because you have both licenses, for example, right?
You cannot
as Windsor brokers.
Yes,
you've got both licenses.
No, we have one license.
You only have
a brokerage license. So we give a platform. We don't trade for clients.
Okay.
We give them a platform, and those who don't know how to trade now, we train them.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you can now go to somebody else who's been given a license to be a money manager.
Yeah, so if they want to, somebody wants to, they want somebody to trade for them, they'll go now to the money manager. Okay. And also on CT, we don't charge. It's free. It's part of investor education. And what we have tried to, it's a department that we have really tried to grow, right, in different ways to make sure that we have everyone has access to education. It's free, it's accessible, and also training tools.
It's understandable, and it's getting clearer. Do we have an economy that supports this business well?
I can say we are in between. We are we are a developing economy, right? In my career, I've had experience with different jurisdictions: Kenya, South Africa, Egypt, majorly Africa. At some point, I was head of sales for a company in Africa. Got exposure to Europe, Australia, and I can say the markets there are much bigger than we are. However, I can say as compared to other African jurisdictions, we are somewhere actually. As much as the economy is not, we are somewhere. So there's an economy that supports, but we still don't. We are yet to have a full transition from brick and mortar business to kind of financial markets, right? Even if you look at international investment managers, they kind of shun away Kenya and say that the Kenyan investor is still keen on making their own decisions rather than being told by what they're going to do by an investment banker.
Okay.
Yes.
They're illiterate.
No, they're not really illiterate. It's because as of now, at some point the brick and mortar is still working out. It's like, there was this euphoria of 50 by 100.
Yes.
And I think it's declining. If you speak to land brokers, they tell you, I cannot remember the last time I sold a piece of 50 by 100, right? It's going down. But also it's because at some point, the really solid, investments people are making in investment, they have kind of dried down, right? Okay. So you are being taken 100 kilometers away from civilization for 50 by 100. It doesn't make sense. So now people are now moving moving from now putting their money on the 50 by 100 and looking for an alternative
places.
For an alternative that you are going to. Yes.
Before we go to a break, I want us to take all the steps back and start again.
Yes.
Okay. Online trading. This is what online trading is, and this is what it's not.
Yes.
This is who an online trading broker is, and this is who they are not. Just those two, and then we shall take a break. We come and continue now from that point.
Okay.
What is online trading?
So online trading is simply an online platform where you can be able to trade different financial markets, right? You can be able to trade currencies, you can be able to trade shares, you can be able to trade precious metals, you can be able to trade agricultural commodities, energies, right?
Okay.
An online trading platform or brokerage is not an entity that collects your money and gives you back return and promises returns that are 500, 1,000% above normal market rate returns. Yes.
And is regulated by the Capital Markets
And
Authority.
regulated by the Capital Markets Authority.
Okay.
Yes.
And on this platform,
And a tax-paying entity by the...
on this platform, I can choose what I want. Either of those things. I can
Yes.
choose to trade in commodities, and I'll find maize, beans, rice, whatever.
Yes.
I can choose to trade in currencies, and I can find the various denominations: dollars, euros, pounds, whatever.
We have at least 60 currency pairs, actually.
I can choose to trade in gold and other precious metals.
Silver, platinum, yes.
And I can choose to trade in all of them.
Yes, you can choose to trade oil,
Real
gas.
estate.
Okay. Do I have to open an account and deposit money with a broker?
Yes, you have to.
So the money sits with the broker.
Yes. So in regards to that, as per our regulations, you deposit money with the broker. So the broker holds accounts with regulated banks in Kenya, where that's where we hold our client accounts, right?
Okay.
So because unlike, let's say, banks, we have segregated accounts,
Yeah.
right? We have operational accounts and we have client account. So the client account, that's where we hold our client money, and we report on the same to the Capital Markets Authority.
Okay.
Yes.
In what denomination?
We hold in Kenya shillings, and basically because we trade in Kenya shillings and dollars, so we hold both in Kenya shillings and dollars, but we report on the same.
Okay.
Yes.
If I'm buying gold, I'll be buying in what currency?
Majorly, you choose. You can choose what you want to trade, and you can either choose to trade in euros or dollars. Majorly, for us, we offer dollars. So you'll trade in dollars.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I want to withdraw. How do I get my money out?
You choose whether you want to withdraw in dollars or you want to withdraw in Kenya shilling. If you deposited in dollars, because of anti-money laundering, process, so you deposited from your dollar account to our dollar account. So the moment you withdraw, you withdraw from we send you money from our dollar account to your dollar account.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. We are learning this morning about online trading and what it is not, the regulations surrounding this particular trade, online trading. Martin Mwaura is the CEO of Windsor Brokers Kenya, and he's here. Windsor Brokers Kenya is regulated by the Capital Markets Authority. It's also licensed as a brokerage by the Capital Markets Authority for online trading, and it's the online forex trading regulations, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But we'd like to get onto your website as we talk about all these things so people can see. What's the website?
www.windsorbrokers.com.
windsorbrokers.com. Get there and do. Okay? So, Windsor Brokers regulated by and licensed by the Central Bank, by the Capital Markets Authority, right?
Yes.
And this is just to allow for you to conduct online trading. We have seen a lot of fraud in this particular space.
Yes.
Basically, just people complaining that we were doing some online trading, and then one day we woke up and the portal had closed, and we don't even know, and our money is gone. It's an online trading, so it doesn't have to be domiciled in Kenya. You're just buying. I mean, it's international. You're buying foreign exchange, and you're trading in gold and other things. So it's not even domiciled here. What you just need to know is that you'll make your money. Others say this person came to church and was given an opportunity, and they took the kamweke to hijya to the people and to tell them, you shall make money, because money does not grow on trees.
To Ouija what?
And they put in money. And even their pastor says, you know what, brother so-and-so is a trustworthy fellow. Kidogo weeks later, brother so-and-so disappears from the town. Not seen again. And people are wondering, huyu mtu alikuwa anatuambia we are making money and we are getting money out of it. How does it work? So this brings in that aspect as well of pyramid schemes that come in this clothing appearing like online traders. Can you just clear the air on all those ones?
Okay. Normally, one distinction that you'll find majorly with the pyramid schemes, with the church stories, is that it erases from one thing: give me your money. Give me your money, right?
Yeah.
And it can be anything. So the most popular thing, it's actually online forex trading. I'm trading forex, but there have been others. My mom once told me of a lady who told them that bring me your money. We are importing cutlery from Turkey and selling at 5 times the price. It's the same thing. right? So the thing is, they all rise from give me your money, I'm doing this. Give me your money, I'm doing this. And actually,
I shall give it back to you.
I shall give it, and actually that is so. And the most convincing story is I'm trading forex, I'm trading gold. You know, when people hear that, so that's the most convincing story. But generally, are they doing that? No, yeah, because that's the question that every person, every unsuspecting Kenyan should ask themselves: are they trading? You know, are they, are they actually trading?
Are they doing what they claim to be doing?
Yes, are they doing what they claim to be doing?
How can I tell?
Number one, ask them, are they licensed? Right? Are they licensed by the Capital Markets Authority as fund managers? Yes or no? Right? Now, how are you going to trade? They'll ask you, I'm going to collect your money, then I'll put it in a broker. Why can't I myself open the account
with the broker
and put my money there? Right? Yes. Because number one, now there is the moment you collect your money and put it with the broker. Now you're in charge of your funds, right? So even if it might not go, you can be able to see because you get your reports, your trading reports, and all that, right? So the question is just follow the proper procedure.
Someone will tell you, I've come to this village and I'm helping you to open the account with your broker.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm teaching you how to do it. I'm opening for you the account with your broker, and here's your account, but I'm the one who's open, so I've got all the credentials. And I've told you that I've put your money here in the broker. This is your share certificate or whatever they'll give you.
Yeah.
And if you put your money there, I give you access to the portal where you'll be seeing the arrows going up every day and the numbers just going up and showing you how your wealth is growing on a daily basis. These are things that are happening out there, Martin. How do we avoid this?
You see, the thing is, investors as individual, we should cease being ignorant, right? Treat your money the way you treat your bank account, treat any other investment the same way, right? Because you're just moving your money from the bank accounts. Because you never get instances where people say, even with this online banking, this person opened my bank account, they got their login credentials, then my money
The best one is M-Pesa.
M-Pesa, yeah.
Nobody will tell you that so-and-so created my M-Pesa account.
So why should it happen with the money? So it's ignorance. I mean, we should treat every investment with the seriousness that it deserves, right? The same thing with even when you're saying that you open an account. I gave them $500,000. $500,000, it's money that will buy you a proper 50 by 100. Why did you let that person get their name on the title? Because they were helping you, and then they'll transfer to you later when you penalize. It doesn't happen that way. So why should it be that way? Right? Yeah. So I think it should be treated with the seriousness. People, investors should treat this issue with the seriousness that it deserves. Right? If it's your money, you're opening an account. Where is the company domiciled? Visit the offices. We have offices. Visit the offices. Give them a call. Look at their website. Right? If investors, and that's why I tell clients, before you put your money, that's why we offer training, so that you can be able to have an intelligent conversation with whoever is giving you this story, right? Yeah, go to the CMA website, whether these people are, check whether they are regulated, right? Yeah, because at least in Kenya, a bit systems work. It's really like that's a jurisdiction you will find yourself with a fake bank, where you can, it's a bank that didn't happen, right? Because it has happened in some places, yes. But I think people should treat it with the seriousness. Yes.
The other reality is that there are regulated and unregulated funds, even in this market. Okay, there are people who will put money. I'll come and tell you, we're taking money and we'll invest it here, and you'll get a 16% return, an 18% return. And the others will tell you, actually, it's true. I got my 16 or 18% return out of it. And they'll even show you this is a company that is registered in Kenya. Here, we pay taxes. This is our KRA. This is our PIN. These are our tax obligations. We do income tax. We do VAT. We do all these other taxes. These are our obligations. And we have a proper board, and we have a proper structure in place. And if you ask them, are you regulated by the CMA? They'll tell you no. because the law also allows us to operate this way. So it could be the same thing. Is it this? Can someone come and tell you that we are trading in forex, but we do not have to be regulated by the the Capital Markets Authority?
No.
Or we are trading in rice and beans, and we do not have to be regulated by the Capital Markets Authority?
The thing is, they'll never tell you they're trading rice and beans because you understand. You yourself, you understand that business. When they tell you they are
We're
buying...
talking about big business here. We're talking about import, Bana. We're talking about, import and trading. We are bringing in a ship. It's docking at the port. And this is beans that are going to South Sudan. And half of it is going to Somalia. And then this is rice that's going to... That's
okay.
large, big commodity business, Bana.
Yes. It happens. But the thing is, maybe the reason we don't hear up. It happens, I think, because you have had instances of somebody who was taken to a government office, then cleaned 100 million clean. You have had that stuff.
Yep.
So the reason maybe affects in online forex trading, you hear a bit more, because a lot of it touches the common mwananchi, the Wanjiku, right? So that's why they'll go in a certain town, small, clean, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 there,
Yep.
That's why you hear a bit more, because it affects a larger population. But it's not that it's necessarily a lot more than it happens, in other industries, right? But the problem is it's the sheer ignorance that people treat with it. You don't want to do your due diligence, because due diligence is very important. And how I look at it, is number one, when somebody says, "Oh, I received," yes, because Peter pays Paul. It's such a you receive here, you pay the first few guys. You create kind of a structure. People. These people you have paid, who have been paid, are your cousins, brothers, and they become your ambassadors, right? Yeah. The other thing is, we are going to make, this kind of certain percentage. We are going to do 100%, 200%, 22%. It's too good to be true, right? Because you're like, you ask them, they're telling you, give me 20,000 or 100,000, I'll be giving you 20%, right? However, ask them, if you're given to give me this amount and you have the money, you are rich, why don't you just trade your money? Why do you need my money? Right? Why do you need my money as an individual? Because you are easily going to make, how much am I paying you? You'll be paying me 10,000 or 20,000 per month. But you are making much more than that. Why do you need my money?
To help you, man.
Yes. So have...
Just to spread the blessing.
Have the audacity to ask the hard questions, the tough questions that people don't want to ask. Yeah. Especially where money is involved. Have that audacity to ask the questions. Yes.
How do you know what to trade in? Because we see a lot of people who say now that you can get into online trading and you can essentially do a full-time job, just making profits a little bit here and there. How do you know what the best areas are to then be able to go in? Because essentially what we're talking about is getting in trading, making little profits here and there, and then that all comes together into something. How do you know the best way to go?
No, it goes back to skill, right? And information. Remember, we offer different trading products, right? So let's say you have a specialty in trading of energies, oil, let's say. So that's what you concentrate on, right? So we look at how much Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, they are drilling, whether there is any conflicts in the international markets, right? How much supply is maybe US holding, right, in their reserves. You just need to understand, let's say, because that's the information that will guide you on how much you expect this information to move, right? But it's your understanding, you understand the US so well, you understand the US dollar, how it moves, and that's how you get the information. So it basically depends on your skill set as an individual. That's what will guide you on what to trade. But generally, on our end, what do? We technically offer our clients training in our offices online on how to understand how to do their research, because we just basically understand how do you do your research and all that. Yes.
So let's just be clear again. So once I come to Windsor Brokers,
yes,
and I open an account.
Yes.
And I put in money.
Yes.
You don't trade with that money.
No.
It is my job. If I want to trade, it's me to come and initiate a trade.
Yes.
And what does trade mean?
I'm looking for a way to elongate that answer, but trading is simply whether you're buying, you are taking out, which position are you going to take?
Okay.
Right? Whether you're buying
or selling.
Or selling, as simple as that.
Okay.
Right? However, the procedure is not that short, because the moment you open an account with us, we have a team system that gives you a call, understands basically what you are looking for, right? For instance, you're saying that you're looking to put to trade your pension. We tell you, no.
Don't put your pension money.
Don't put your pension. This because is a risky product. Because we do a client profile. We tell you, and it's an active trading product, right?
Okay.
I think for you, put your money elsewhere, low risk products, right? Then from there, we understand what you are looking for. So if you're pretty new, now we get you, go for training and all that, right? If you are looking to, first you have trained before, you're not really proficient, we give you a platform. We call it a demo account. It's basically a simulation, right? A simulation where it's the same as the actual market, right? So you want to start with your $1,000. It's a simulation. You do with $1,000. You practice with it. The moment you are comfortable, the moment you can see that you have consistency, now that's when you can put down your funds.
Okay.
You can risk your funds. So we just don't tell you you're new, straight put down your funds. No, yeah. And there's no time limits. On how you can on the practice period. You can do it with at your own pace.
Typically, what are people doing? What have you seen people doing? So they come in with money, of course. Maybe it's in shillings.
Yes.
And they tell you, Martin, I have 100,000 shillings. I want to open an account with you. And once I open the account, what do you see them doing? Are they buying one currency and keep trading on that currency? Or are they buying cross currencies? Maybe they got $1 at this point, and then they've moved on and bought a pound here, and then they moved on and bought a euro. And are they doing this kind of thing?
Majorly we see for people trading for major products, we see a lot of trading of euro versus the dollar. We see a lot of gold, right? We see a lot of indices, S&P 500, the US S&P 500, Standard & Poor's 500. We see a lot of that.
What? That's the stocks?
That's an index.
So what are the people doing?
That's trade. It's a product. It's a tradable product.
The index itself?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So that's what we see across. And it also depends with the background that people are coming from, right? So let's say bankers. Let's say you're a banker. You see a lot of bankers trading currencies because that's what they trade. People who are... So it also depends with how you are introduced to the business, right? And over time, as you understand the business and you understand your research, now you can be able to choose what exactly you want to trade. So it boils down to, because there's so much that you can do. It basically just boils down to your proficiency. You look at it as combining, you have Mudhuru, whatever is being traded there, it's online. NSC, what is being traded there, it's online.
Magari and Gong Road.
It's online.
It's online.
Yeah, because because on our platform we have Mercedes shares and whatever, but it's online. So from there, what you're proficient with, and that's now what you can trade.
What's the difference between doing this and buying government paper, bills and bonds?
I look at it as fixed income, passive versus active investment, because government bonds simply it's you loan to the government, right? The same way, let's say when banks are looking to where to put their money, you'll have Undu coming to you and telling them, hey Latiff, I need 1,000 shillings here. Look at, do I give City, who has higher probability of paying, right? Same thing, when you are loaning to the government, you can either loan to the government or you can loan to your friend who has higher probability of paying. So it's simply, bonds is you are loaning to the government, right? As simple as that. So you can't say it's really an investment. There's no active investment. You're just giving a loan out there. Yeah. So maybe what you can compare is trading shares. Let's say you want to trade Safaricom EBL shares, right? It's same thing. However, on our end, what you're doing you can still trade the same. Okay, in general, as of now, we are not offering local shares, but you can still trade other shares. Yes. So it's basically active trading.
Okay.
Yes.
In a more volatile market.
Yes, you can say in a more volatile market. However, the volatility, you can call it because some products are more volatile. Currencies are more volatile than shares, right? Shares are more volatile than bonds because we also offer international bonds, by the way, right? They're more volatile. So it's your risk appetite will determine what you are looking to trade.
How successful can folks be with online trading?
I look at it in terms of the success rate is determined by your skill and your effort. Yes. Like any other business, right? Like any, as Latiff was saying, let's say Magaria, Yangong Road, right? There are very many different dealers, but their success is determined by the effort, by the sales team, it's the same thing. In trading, your success is determined by your skill, right? How much do you understand your product? How much are you risking? How much effort are you putting in on the product? That is what determines your success. However, at the same time, I think you see a lot of stories of young guys with big cars, and that's not the real story, right? The real story is it's an investment product like any other. However, the probability of because it's an open, let's say, unlike bonds where you're told you're going to be paid 16% fixed, right? So this one it determines, right? For instance, if you look at I think APLC shares, they moved from around I think a shilling or to like they doubled or tripled in price just recently. It's the same thing. I mean, but you don't hear people talking so much about it. Right? It's the same thing because, for instance, somebody who put $1,000 shillings, it moved to around 5,000 shillings, right? So it's not so different, right? Even in effects, let's say you can, when you're trading, you can get a good move and take advantage of it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there restrictions to how much I can open an account with? How much I can withdraw on a daily basis? At any time?
No, we don't put in restrictions because it's your funds. You have full access of your funds.
So I can come with as low as 10 bob?
No. We ask our clients to start with around $100, right? But there's nothing much you can be able to do. The return based on $100 is not much, right? So those is for people who are actually training, right? Because the moment you're trading with live money, it's different from when you are practicing with a simulator or what we call a demo account. So we basically ask our clients, to start with at least $100, and then from there they can now be able to move all the way.
Okay.
Yes.
How much can I withdraw?
You can withdraw the same amount or more, depending on what you have.
I can come to my account and wipe out everything.
Yes.
On a day, if I want to.
Yes. We don't give restrictions.
Okay, so if you start and then you say, okay, look, forget it, guys, this thing is not for me.
Yes.
every cent that you put in, you can say, okay, I'm done.
Yes.
Plus how much it has accrued.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm looking. I think Latiff, you're coming from where you are told that we hold your funds for a period of time.
Yes.
No,
there's a lock-in period.
No, because we are not fund managers. We are brokers, right? The same thing when you put your funds with a certain brokerage, you're trading shares. If you've sold out your shares, you want to withdraw. They'll not tell you that you cannot withdraw your funds within 3 months.
Yeah.
Because what are you doing with your money, my money, and you're not trading, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone is asking, and several people have actually asked about trading bots. What are trading bots?
Trading bots are you go out there and research the market. You come up with your trading strategy, right? The moment you determine your trading strategy, maybe your trading strategy is every morning at 7:30 or 9:30 at the open of a European market, I buy, I sell at the close of the market. Okay. It's a trading strategy you've come up with. Then you automate that, You just automate that, and install that that code on the platform. Then it does exactly that for you.
And I can install it on your platform?
Yes, you can.
And it will only be restricted to my account?
Yes, because it only works for your account, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I buy somebody else's bot?
Yes, you
Are there
can.
people who now lease their bots?
Yes, there's a whole market for that.
How does that work?
From the there's there are providers, there are bot providers, and all that, and developers who code different strategies and sell that. Yeah, and also actually apart from bots, even for those who are trading, they don't have time. We have another platform for copy trading. There are people who are trading, and they have put out their performance out there, their strategy. So you can see, this guy is doing this. You can copy exactly what they are doing, right?
And pay them.
Yes.
At a fee.
Yes, at a fee. But you just copy. So you're like, I can copy these. So you pay them technically for their effort. We just provide kind of a third-party platform for that.
City, are you better? In terms of understanding this?
Yes. In fact, as we're talking, I was thinking, you said $100 just for training.
Yeah, I mean...
we can get into it and get the simulator.
Simulator,
for a couple of days.
For a couple of days.
Yes, just $100.
Yes. No, the simulator does not matter. If you basically you tell City, you want to start with $500 now. Eventually, you want to invest $500. Work on a simulator of $500, right? Because one of the biggest challenges I also see with young traders is that you are working with a simulator with $100,000, but the moment you are coming to trade, you put in $200. It cannot work, right? Same way you cannot train to drive with a 110, Toyota 110, then you go and drive a
You're
trailer.
looking up a tree that you cannot climb.
Yes.
Sawa. Again, www.
WindsorBrokers.com.
Okay. And Windsor is Windsor like that one.
Lydiah.
Windsor. Windsor.
The House of Windsor.
Okay.
Watch out. I was thinking of golf.
The CEO
Sawa. PIO. Martin Mwaura is the CEO at Windsor Brokers Kenya. He's been our guest teaching us a little bit about online trading. Please come again. All right. And when you come, we open a couple of accounts for several people, right? Our members, let them trade for a week. Let them come to us and tell us, we have actually seen this, how it works. And we can begin that journey like that.
I'm open anytime.
Asante.
Thank you very much.
This is The Situation Room, the only way to start your day.